Is this the dog from Air Bud?
He looks like it, but no.
Yeah, I thought, what's his name again?
I don't know what is Buddy, I think.
Buddy, yeah.
This is Hank, though.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Buddy, you don't, see, he answered. I'm telling you, this is the dog from Air Bud right here.
He's just stinky, though.
Because he's just played a hearty game of basketball.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Olivia.
Devin.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you want to know how you can walk up to that cute girl on the street without feeling awkward or out of place? Guys, you're in luck because in this video I've outlined 6 very easy ways you can do that. Not only have I gone over them in the most concise manner I possibly could, but I've also laid out exactly what you guys can say to get the conversation started in a natural way, so you don't feel like you forced the conversation. This is something that I struggled with for the longest time, right? I'd walk up to a girl, but I'd always just feel like out of place. I'd feel like, you know, she didn't want to talk to me, or that there were people around and they were going to hear what I was going to say. Oh my God, they were going to hear me go up and, you know, hit on this girl. I wish I, found this out before I started doing this, right? Because that would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of gray hairs. So the first thing you can do, you can just say, so what'd you get? Right? If a girl's carrying a coffee or some kind of food or, a grocery bag, even, something from the mall, right? She's carrying a bag of something. Now, take note, guys. It's not about what you say, it's about how you say it, right? Did you see how I said it there? Did you take note? I could have easily said, oh, hey, excuse me, what did you get? That comes off as stiff, and it comes off as a stranger vibe. You want to speak to her as if you guys have known each other for a while, right? As if she's an acquaintance of yours. You're assuming that sense of familiarity because that's going to have the conversation flow more naturally, right? The conversation's going to flow more naturally if you're talking to her as if you've already spoken before versus, excuse me, hi, where did you get that food, right? Because then she's going to reflect on that, right? She's going to reflect that awkward kind of stranger coming up to you vibe if you say that versus, so, where'd you get that? Or so, what do you plan on doing for the rest of the day, right? Like, it's the way that it's being delivered. If you're enjoying the content so far, make sure to hit that big red juicy subscribe button down below. So another thing that I do that I don't see anybody else doing is I'll walk up to people, both guys and girls, and I'll go, there he is, or there she is, when it's a stranger. I've never seen the person in my life. But what I actually found was that most people, both guys and girls, will play along. Like, here I am, or, yeah, it's me, right? Like, very few people will go, oh, do I know you? And even if they do, right? If a girl goes, oh, have we met? You can just stop and say, no, not yet, actually. I'm Devin, nice to meet you. I just thought you were cute, so I wanted to come up and say hi. Or you could just say, I actually thought you were this girl I know. Are you Italian? You're not Italian. Okay, because you have this clone running around, right? You look a lot like this girl I know named Sarah, right? Try it. Go up to somebody and say, there he is, the man of the hour, right? Compliment random people. I have friends that don't know if I know the person or not. They always ask me like, oh, did you know that guy? How did you know that guy? How did you know her? I didn't, right? Because they're confused themselves because of the way that I speak to people. But this has taken years of practice, right? Every time I see a stranger in public, I'm acknowledging them. I'm saying hi. I'm smiling. Guys, we still have 3 more ways to initiate a conversation. So make sure you pay extra attention to these 3 ways because they are by far the most important. And I see a lot of guys messing up with these next 3, okay? Number 3 is you say, I like your style or I like your vibe. And then you can follow that up with, so, what's your story? Right? And you can allow her to say like one of, 1,000 different ways to respond to that. If she says, oh, what do you mean? You can say, you tell me, what do you like to do for fun? By getting her to tell you what she does for fun, you can literally take that conversation in so many different directions. Right? So it's a good way to stop and get her attention. This is something you can train yourselves to do is be observant, right? Observe what the girl is wearing. Observe how she's walking, how she's carrying herself, right? This will all come in handy when it comes to being able to know how to start a conversation. Number 4 is you can go to a park on a nice hot summer day. There's usually a lot of hot girls walking their dogs, right? I see it all the time. Go to a very highly populated area and hit the park, on a weekend. I'll go up and I'll say, is he walking you or are you walking him? What kind of dog is it? And then she'll answer, it's, a bulldog. It's combined with a Shih Tzu, right? They crossbred it with a Shih Tzu and they called it a bullshit. Right? I don't know, whatever she says, right? But it'll bring out positive emotions when she speaks about her dog, right? Because it's obviously something that she holds very close to her and she feels some kind of attachment to it in some way, shape, or form, right? And you can keep digging. Oh, do you have any other pets, right? Do you only have dogs? Do you have any cats? What's your story? Again, with that line, right? That's just another way you could do it. Number 5, I use this one quite a bit and it can apply in a lot of different scenarios, okay? It's only 2 words. 2 words, that's it. You just walk up to a girl and say, decisions, eh? And this applies in so many different scenarios. If a girl is standing there in line, right, and she's looking at the menu of what to buy, or if a girl's at a library looking at books, you guys get the drift. You can express your own opinion. Have you tried the espresso? It is phenomenal here. Probably top 6 best espressos I've ever had in my life. Or shout out to All Gains Mindset. They gave me this one, right? They said what they do is they'll be at a grocery store and they'll go, oh no, don't eat that. You don't want to buy that, right? This immediately gets the girl's attention. Oh, why not? And then you just go, I'm just kidding. You should have seen your face, right? I'm Devin, nice to meet you. You see a girl carrying a coffee. Guys, have you tried this coffee place down the street? Oh, Starbucks is great and all, but this spot is way better. Let's say that, there's something, a festival or some kind of event going on in your area this weekend. You can walk up to a girl and you can just say, guys, are you hitting up the festival this weekend? What do you think? Are you guys going to the festival? Are you guys going to X spot this weekend or X place this weekend? I hear it's going to be crazy. Or if you see a girl in the mall, right? A girl is carrying a shopping bag from Forever 21. You could stop her and say, you have an interesting taste in clothing. Have you seen the deal they have at Susie Shire over there? Holy shit, the line is around the block. It's like 65% off. And then whether that's true or not, you can then get to know her taste, right? Oh, have you tried Susie Shire before? I go, oh no, I'm really dedicated to Forever 21. And you can really use any one of these 6 openers or 6 ways to start a conversation so that, boom, the conversation unfolds naturally. But it's important to monitor your body language, right? If you say these and, your hands are in your pockets, your shoulders are slumped and you're avoiding eye contact, a girl might perceive that interaction as being creepy, right? I know. You don't want to come off as creepy. So here's a video right here you guys can watch. This is 6 ways to not be creepy in an interaction.